What are you doing?
That's a new feature.
Drop back in, asshole.
Drop down, drop back in.
I was saying take the lefty flip off, though. Yeah, you're still in lefty flip. This is so... Pause the game.
I am.
What are you doing? Drop it.
First demo.
First demo. Let's restart. Do you guys mind if we restart?
No. Yes, let's do.
Yes. It's a really composed, professional experience in the rock band booth. We are all fired. Hi, we're from Harmonix. Everyone on stage is from Harmonix. We have people from community, people from audio, people from production, and we're going to talk you through some of the stuff for Rock Band 3. So you just saw probably one of the coolest things ever, which is our all instruments mode. And you got to see drop in and drop out, which is really great, multiple times, in fact. Which, as you can see, lets you change your options on the fly. So if you're, say, accidentally on lefty flip in front of a huge crowd of people, you can change it without cutting out. So we're going to show you a few songs as we go through the demo to kind of explain the big picture and give you the best little changes in Rock Band 3 along the way, which is also really exciting. So first and foremost, Rock Band 3 is pretty much a revolutionary, crazy, huge music game to end all music games. Well, maybe not end, but, you know, sort of continue. And we have way more music, right? So every year we start off, we talk about music, and every year it gets more and more ridiculous. This year we have 83 songs on the disc. Most of those songs have keyboards in them. You saw our keyboard peripheral back here. Not all of them do, but a lot of them do, and it's pretty much some of our greatest hits that we've ever put out. So Bohemian Rhapsody with keyboards and harmonies, because why else would you put Bohemian Rhapsody in a rhythm game? The Power of Love, we have The Doors, we have The White Stripes. What? Hendrix. Amin likes Hendrix. And we have even newer bands like Metric and Juanes and some great stuff there. But also, all your old DLC is compatible with the game. So that means today on the floor we have about 1,500 songs you can play inside of Rock Band 3. By the time we launch, there'll be about 2,000 songs you can play in Rock Band 3. So that's fucking ridiculous, which is cool. And that compatibility will work, you know, so across disc games, you know, Green Day Rock Band, track packs, Rock Band 1 and 2, previous downloadable content. So there's a lot of great stuff, and we're not stopping the DLC. So once we launch Rock Band 3, that's going to keep going forward, which is really great. And I'd say that the hardest thing to do is actually describe the game. It's sort of 3 games in one. There's sort of a lot of stuff to talk, and there's something for everybody. You may have noticed some of the stuff in all instruments mode we were just playing. Cymbals on the drums, that's our pro drums mode, which lets you play cymbals in real time. We have harmonies, 3 people singing, which is from, you know, Beatles and Green Day Rock Band. We brought it over to the core franchise. And of course, Rock Band keys, and what most people are really excited to talk about, Rock Band Pro, which we'll get to in a little bit, which is probably the biggest thing we've done in years in music games. So what's new? You saw all instruments mode lets you have 7 people playing at once, as we just did. That's 3 vocalists, a keyboardist, a guitarist, a bass player, and a drummer. If you have that many friends, you should have them all over and play Rock Band 3 together in a big group. I don't necessarily know if I do, that are that talented, but the vocals, if you might have seen, are actually sort of karaoke style, so there's no score on the screen right now for our vocals. You're still getting judged pitch accurate, but it's, you know, we don't score them along. That kind of lets us have 4 controllers, but 7 people playing. A lot of people had questions about that. You saw the overshell, which Aaron talked about in his illustrious save of lefty fail that we started in. And you can see we can drop in and out. We can go back to the main screen now. The coolest thing is that it eliminates that annoying matchmaking problem that we had in our previous games, right? So you'd be in a party, someone would back out, you get stuck in a menu, everyone would be yelling, and there'd be big rectangles on the screen. In this case now, you know, in the middle of a song, if Aaron wants to drop out because his bass is messed up, he can do that. If Aaron wants to get a pizza, he can leave and do that too. And come right back in when he gets back. So if we want to go back to the main menu, we can go in the song selection stuff. Anyone navigating? Could you mind, what? Oh. Allie's going to steer for us. Thank you, Allie. So we're going to go back to the main menu for just a quick second and show you some of the cool stuff. So one of the core things is this overshell idea of letting the individual controllers sort of drive their own options. We now have a lot of real estate space for your characters on screen, which is great because you have a brand new character creator, which is way more in-depth. We'll be talking about that more in the summer, but you can see even right now, with the new art style, the new assets, these guys look totally badass walking down the street. And you'll actually see them change and grow over time as we go through different parts of the game, as you earn more unlockables and customize your character, and the band sort of becomes more and more famous. These characters also star in vignettes throughout the game, so little mini movies starring your customized characters that shows their progression and some ridiculous things that happen along the way. All of that's pretty rad. We can jump into the song select screen if you don't mind, Allie. Yeah, Rock Band 3, it looks pretty slick, I think, in the menus. It's really been redesigned from the ground up. This is our music library. And with 2,000 songs, you know that scrolling through them in a party setting would be kind of terrible. So we built a filter system. So not a sorting system. It's not just different ways of sorting your 2,000 songs in the same order, but we actually now let you show only the songs you want to play. So right now, we have songs only on Rock Band 3, but if Allie goes down to that and unchecks that box, so we'll scroll to the bottom, you see that we have 1,100 songs. We can go back. We can see we can sort by decades. You can only show songs from the 80s. You can show songs that are, we're going to do this in real time. 80 songs that have pro guitar support. Let's try this, see if we can get the right song up. And that'll put it in Rock Band 3, and then songs that are only song length. So we can have only short pop songs that are from the 80s with pro guitar support, right? All these crazy options. So we're seeing how this works in real time. And then we also have song recommendations now. So while you're playing your songs, if you want to just hit yellow to clear all that stuff, that'd be probably a good idea so we don't get locked. We're actually able to let you rate songs 1 to 5. Songs you rate lower after you've played them will come up less in random set lists, so no more playing Say It Ain't So over and over again until your brain explodes. Yes, small applause from that. That song's great. I never want to hear it again. Also, it means the songs you like more will come up more often. We also have a song recommendation engine in our music store that'll help you generate other DLC songs you might like, sort of, Amazon style. Like if you play these songs over and over again, you might like this Ramones 3-pack. Which is pretty rad. And overall, this is just a great way to customize your menu of what you're seeing that day. So if we want to eliminate the 9-minute prog songs from the floor so we don't have dudes sweating in the middle of E3 playing Rush, we could do that. The other cool thing about that is we have set lists in your library now. So before we had make a set list, but it was sort of a limited local function. Now we're letting you save your set lists. We're also letting you share your set list with your friends. So it's sort of challenges and sort of controlling the playlist that you think works best for Rock Band. We have built-in set lists right here that you can sort of play and go in and out of. And setlist sharing and social media is sort of another cool thing of the game, sort of speaks to playing with your friends, whether they're in the room or not, sort of getting them involved in your sort of rock experience. So who's the game for? I sort of mentioned really quickly, we're going to get back to playing music in a second. Game's for 3 audiences. There's the casual party player, and we have great new features like Party Shuffle, which lets you just jump in and start playing. We said drop in, drop out, no fail mode, 7-player mode, which is all instruments mode. That's really great if you're just someone who wants to get some drinks with friends and play Rock Band on a weekend with great new music. We have a sort of serious campaign gamer who's going to play the career mode of Rock Band. Previously it was Band World Tour. We've sort of changed that now to a persistent career. So no matter where you are in the game, you have the ability to unlock achievements, unlock new outfits, unlock sort of in-game goals, and sort of chase that down, whether you're in a trainer mode, if you're in quick play, if you're playing one of our party tours, which we'll talk about in a second. And that's really great. So if you're a solo player who just wants to grind and be sort of the hardcore Rock Band fan, you can grind for sort of an endless amount of goals you can achieve on all the instruments. And then beyond that, we have our Rock Band faithful who maybe want something in between, right? They love Band World Tour of previous games, but they also play casual with their friends. And for them, we have road challenges, which is sort of the fun of Band World Tour combined with sort of the idea of having your friends over for one night of a party. So you can sort of set up a challenge, beat it in a night, 2 to 4 hours, and sort of have a Mario Party-like experience. You bring your friends over, you rock out, you win Rock Band, and then you have a couple drinks and go home. So those are sort of the great breadth of people we can talk to, right? That's a bunch of different categories of gamers, but the real thing is it's just really fucking fun, which is nice. So it's a huge game for lots of audiences. Haha, not just Rock Band Pro. We got lots of cool stuff.